Sports fans are gearing up at Interstate Sports, your home for officially licensed fan gear. We have jerseys, custom frames, team signs, draft tumblers, and more. For every sports fan's needs, visit InterstateSportsGifts.com.
Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, I like you got some skate, skate, I like you got some 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 skate.
What's up, everybody? Let me know you can hear everything. Sounds good. I know it look a little different in the background, but I need to know everybody can hear me. So let me get a thumbs up in the back, and I'll explain what's going on. So give me a thumbs up real quick, LMV. So we make sure we're on the same page, that you guys can hear me. All right, we got a good. All right, thank you, LMV. Appreciate it. Well, we're in the building, like I said. Coach been moving, and as you can see, the wall is blank back there, but we're going to hook it up. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it go and do what it does. I want to open up the phone lines, but that's not working right now. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. Open up the I'm going to put the link out there so people can come in. We got a lot to talk about. Yeah, Coach been missing for a minute, but boy, there's been a lot going on trying to make it happen. So I appreciate y'all. Like I said, hopefully everything sounds good. As you can still see, I got boxes back here from moving, stuff in plastic, so it is what it is. But anyway, we got to talk about it. We got two big pickups for the Miami Hurricanes in the building. And again, this is typically, I don't typically do Hurricane shows on Sundays, but I'm doing it because I've been gone for a minute. And I asked it. Drizzy Drake said, Coach, you owe us a 3-hour show tonight. You been MIA. Golly, y'all tough on old Coach, boy. Y'all tough on me, man, but I appreciate it. LMV, how you doing? Oh, normal guy. I'm sorry to hear feel better. Okay, apologize. That's wrong. Wrong one. Here we go. Northern V with Interstate Sports Gifts. Shout out to InterstateSportsGifts.com in the building, man, for all of your sports memorabilia needs. Make sure you check those guys out. My man Trevor, huge Miami Hurricane fan. Anything you need, and I'm going to definitely be calling them. As you see, my walls are blank, so I got to fill them up with stuff. And I'm going to be definitely calling Trevor to get stuff done and make it happen. So appreciate it. So if you got a man cave, she shed, whatever you got going on, if you want to buy a gift for somebody, make it happen. But it's not only Hurricane stuff. They got Major League Baseball, football, all the major sports, from trash cans to floor mats to cups and glasses and whatever else you want. They got it. Hit them up. All the information, I'll definitely put it in the description, but LMV has it right here below. Oh, I got the phone number up here. Let me take this down because that doesn't work right now. So like I said, what I'll do after I talk a little bit, I'll throw the link in the chat. All right. I'll throw the link in the chat, and then, we'll try to bring it on here and bring people up, I guess. We're making it happen. So anyway, let's talk about Carson Beck first. Carson Beck gets picked up by the Miami Hurricanes. Everybody's been calling. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? I don't really have a thought. I'm cool with it. I understand it. I'm not overly excited like I was with Cam Ward. And this is not a knock on Carson Beck. I'm just not overly excited. I just have to be very honest. I'm not overly excited. And here's what I'll say. I've said this before. When it came to Emory, if he was going to be your guy, let's roll with him. Apparently, he's not your guy. He's not. You don't want to roll with him. All right? So it is what it is. So if Emory Williams jumps in the portal tomorrow, can't be mad. I wish you nothing but the best. It is what it is. This is the way football is done today. So that's what it is. Everybody's super high on Luke Nickel. I understand that as well. But I'm not a big potential guy, right? Because potential means you haven't done it yet. You can do it. You just haven't done it yet, and that's okay. And I'm back to tempering expectations. I don't know why I do this all the time, but I try to temper expectations and do all these things. But I'm gonna just stay in my lane this year, and I hope Carson Beck does well. I really do. I'm not overly excited about it. Okay, he's a young man that's coming off surgery. on his throwing arm. I don't know how much we paid him. I've been too busy going through boxes, so I haven't gotten that deep into it, I have to be honest. But he does bring some veteran to him. I don't know how leadership goes. I don't know. I haven't followed Georgia that closely. But he is a veteran. He's been in these games. He's been in big games. I guess my question is, how does it fit here in Miami? I don't know. And I really want to hear from you guys and ladies. That's why I'm going to open this up here in a second. Second is, from my understanding, he won't be ready for the spring. So now we have no idea what that looks like. I think he already had surgery on his elbow from that playoff game, I believe it was. He got hurt. And that's okay too. But my first instinct is I'm not overly excited. I'm cool with it. I'm cool. But I'm not jumping out my seat like I was with Cam Ward. I have to be honest. And I'm not asking him to be Cam Ward. But I don't know where this goes. I have to just see. I have to see. Second is Corey Hetherman. For most people, including myself, we had to say, who? Who was that? And that's okay too. That's okay too. Guy came from Minnesota. I've been hearing he's top 5 in defense and this, that, and the other. Again, I'm a person not overly excited about the pickup. And for everybody thinking we were going to get some real high name, and I've been hearing Clint Hurt and all those, that's wishful thinking in my opinion. I don't see where Clint Hurt is going to come from the NFL to the Miami Hurricanes. I just don't see it. Not right now. So can I come on here and tell everybody, oh my God, I'm super excited about Corey Hetherman? I would be lying because I don't know nothing about Corey Hetherman. I can look at what he did at Minnesota, right? I can pull up a screen and type in his Wikipedia and type in Corey Hetherman and see what the scores were and all of that other good stuff and see what he did. But when I look at his coaching resume, which he's been coaching quite a bit, I'm cool. I'm not either way. I'm lukewarm on this. Hopefully all that makes sense. I'm not going to be a person that comes on here, one of these talking heads, and says, oh my God, we got Corey Hetherman. He was 5th in defense. I'm not doing that. I don't live in that world. In the words of Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Let's see what he can do. Been coaching, I from a tenure standpoint, been coaching quite some time, since 2006. And he's had the typical coaching road, I guess. Start at a low level, did these things, did the GA, coached at the position, recruiting coordinator, Old Dominion, Pace. I ain't never heard of Pace. Maine, James Madison, which is a good program. It was a DN and a defensive coordinator there. Rutgers, all right, 22 to 23. He was at Minnesota last year. Or the season just passed. Shout out to the wholesome one. Hopefully he bring my dog with him. So we finna start that right now. Hashtag wholesome to the U. I need everybody to put that in the chat. Hashtag wholesome to the U. Wholesome to the U. We're going to get my dog in that orange and green. I hope he's listening. I know you got to be quiet. I get it. We'll holler later. Hashtag wholesome to the U. Cuban Kane is 2025 and you're starting already. I love it. The Hayes and Shad standard better stick. 2-game improvement. Come on, bro. I definitely need you to jump on tonight. Again, I don't have the phone line up. Some quirky with that, but I will put there you go. There you go, Brandon Tooks. Wholesome to the U. I also want to give some love to my man, Patter, Coach Patter, who has been long time O-line coach and stuff, is now at FIU. Much love to him. Also, the Benedict Hippolyte, these are home team guys, man, getting the opportunity to have their own room over at FIU. So shout out to them. Shout out to Coach Willie Simmons for giving them that opportunity to go ahead and move up through that thing, man. Look at that. Jamal, look at it. Wholesome to the U. I'm loving it. Kenton, wholesome to the U. Wholesome to the U. I'm going to text him right now. Wholesome to the U. And Corey Hetherman, let me tell you something. If you want Coach Hayes on your side, you better bring wholesome to the U. How about that? How about that? Huh? If you want me to start talking good, then start bringing wholesome to the U. I'm going to text my dog right now. Wholesome to the U. Man, y'all crazy. I got my wish. Hey, shout out to Adam in the building. Let me text wholesome right now. Wholesome to the U. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm excited. Man, that would be great for my dog. And then I'm going to open up the phone. I mean, not the phone line, but sorry, guys. All right. I just had to text my dog. We in the building. All right. So anyway, like I said, that's where I stand with it. Let me go ahead and put this in the chat. If anybody would like to join, you don't have to have your camera on. Please don't come on here with the foolishness. If you don't like Miami or whatever, don't come on here with some crazy thing. Please, come on, man. Golly, 2025. Grow up. Grow up. Bring my dog home. I don't know. Cuban Kane, I hope you pop in. There we go. I just put it in the chat, the link right there. Please don't be crazy, y'all. I don't have the phone line open, so I can't do that. And like I said, we come in, we can chop it up in there. But anyway, back to Carson Beck, back to Coach Corey Hetherman in the building. I don't know. I don't know how I feel, guys. I don't know how I feel on the back end of this. So if anybody want to pop in, the link is right here in the chat. So go ahead and pop it on. My stuff is not all set up. I still got stuff in boxes. I don't have all the pretty bells and so we real here. All right, I got my first dog on here. You got it connected, Haru. All right, here we go. All right, you ready? You ready? Okay. I saw you throw your hand up, so I want to make sure you're good. Haru the Guru in the building. What's up with you, man?
What's up, man? Studio One Live.
Studio One. Talk to me, man. Let me take my stuff off right here because we got the other thing up. Let me go to a regular.
First time I get on your show, Coach.
This is the first time? No.
The Studio One Live now.
I know who Studio One Live is, but this ain't the first time on the show, is it?
Oh, clicking on your link.
Oh, because I don't normally do the links. I do the phone line, but
I know. I was like, this is a special occasion. I got a
special occasion, man. We jumping in. I see Cuban Kane back there. I got a Tony back here. It sounds like it's about to go down. Do I sound good? Am I cool? Because all this stuff just got plugged in today. We good? All right. All right, studio. Real quick before I bring the other guys in. Talk to me. What's your thoughts on the Carson Beck? Good or bad? Just good or bad? That's all I want to hear.
It's good. It's good.
Heatherman, good or bad?
It's good. You hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Heatherman, good or bad?
I say good because
okay.
I mean he coached in Big Ten, you know. He coached, you know, a little bit higher caliber opponents opposed to the Marshall.
Okay.
So I guess it's good. We'll see how good, I guess.
Okay. I think I just clicked the wrong button, so I'm going for a second. Well, I got all type of crap going on. Hold up. Let's see. I'm trying to make myself normal up in here, man. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm good. I was trying to make myself look normal. Everybody's excited, and I think they should be, right? I think that's fair. However, I just can only be honest. I didn't know who Corey Hetherman was prior to his name popping up for the job, right? Cool.
Me neither.
Okay. So that's fine. We know who Carson Beck is. And I say why I'm not overly excited. I'm not saying it's a bad deal. I'm just not jumping out my chair for the Carson Beck pick or for the Carson Beck pickup, brother. Who'd you rather have than that? It's $1,000.
He's the best thing out there right now, though. There ain't no Cam Ward out there right now.
No, I agree.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I will argue his numbers his first year is about as good as Cam Ward's, though.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
That first year he had like 30, almost 4,000 yards, a lot of touchdowns, he ain't had that many picks. This year Georgia had some missing elements that,
Yeah, you had some gangsters around you too. Now let's not get it twisted. But let me add these other guys.
Give me a thumbs up if you hear me.
Okay. All right. We got everybody on the stage here. I got Cuban King. Let me add the thing where you can put your name on here so we can keep track. I know it's a little discombobulated, guys, for people who typically watch, but coaching the process of moving, we're making it happen. But I got the display names. All right, here we go. I got two Tonys. Is this the same Tony? Or is it
I think it might be the same Tony. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right.
One team.
Just delete it. But I'm good
All
to
right,
go.
Cuban King, talk to us.
What up, Coach? What up, Line One?
Happy New Year to everybody, man.
Happy New Year. I call studio the Line One.
The Lion one? Okay.
Yeah. He's a Lion One.
You mean lying or lion like
yes.
an animal?
Yeah.
I told a lie.
I got you.
That boy be lying out here.
All right. So talk to us, man. It's the Cuban King. Carson Beck, good or bad? That's all it is. Good or bad?
I heard Carson Beck speak, and he sounds like your boy Tyler Van Dyke. I'm a little bit scared.
Okay. Heatherman, good or bad?
I don't know nothing about him. I'm not going to be like these people out here in these Canes who are talking about he is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I never heard about him. I don't know nothing about him, so I am not going to be one of these people. He is amazing. He is bad. I don't know. All I know, my theory, improve that talent on the defense because Mario is a talent person, not a scheme person.
All right. And Tony, talk to us. What's your thoughts? Tony going once. Tony going twice. Tony must be asleep. All right, I'll drop the link in there as well again, man, for those in the chat right here. If you want to jump on, you're more than welcome to jump on in as well. Well, let's go ahead and chop it up, man, since everybody on here, no face, no case, guess Coach Hayes the only one in here with empty boxes. But
we're not trying to take the ladies from your show, Coach. That's why.
I had to go run and get me some coffee,
You say you ain't trying to take the ladies?
Yeah, we ain't trying to take the ladies, man.
I feel you, man.
You got the She Shack and all that stuff. We're not trying to take the girls, man.
I got a she shed, baby, so we making it happen.
It's called She Shack, same thing.
Oh, man. So here we go, man. We here in the building. We rocking and rolling, man. What's Sunco with Sunco? What's South Coast Kane at, man? Where my dog at?
I don't know. He's somewhere around here.
He chilling. Okay. Y'all got a little cricketish right there, so I'm gonna go and leave that alone.
No. He's cool. No. I'm watching the game. That's why. No. South Coast cool.
Nah, no, we just chilling. So here's my thing, man. Here's my thing. Got Tony coming in.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Nah, you good.
Hey, my thoughts is Carson Beck kind of stabilizes the room, man. Like it's not a sexy pick, but he stabilizes the room to be a bridge for Luke, or hopefully Luke can be ready. We just need to stop getting transfer quarterbacks. Cam was special. He was generational. We had to take him. But looking at Emory, we couldn't have took Emory. We couldn't take Emory serious. We can't take that serious. We need to stabilize that. We can't go back to 7-5. So we needed to grab Carson Beck. We needed to grab him. The defensive coordinator, from what I've gone on and kind of listened to him talk. Like, I haven't even looked at film on him or anything like that. I just look at the way he talks and his mission, and I'm okay with that. If they're playing fast and they playing physical and there's less thought involved, then I'm okay with that. I want to see where that goes. And he seems like he's a college guy. So he doesn't seem like a pro guy. He don't seem like he'll jump. So we pay him, he'll stay.
Does that all? Let me ask you this real quick. When coaches come on and they all speaking these cliches and this coach speak, they all pretty much had the same script.
Yeah, Guidry won't like that. Guidry won't like that. Guidry was like a used car salesman, man.
Well,
I fell into it.
No, but I'm saying all coaches, especially even, we're going to play fast, we're going to play physical, we're going to make it easy, we're going to do this. All coaches have these same.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But also he went in depth about his background as a teacher and how he feels like he's a teacher first.
Hold up. Guidry said the same thing, right?
Guidry didn't say that. Guidry was a used car salesman.
Well, Guidry said he was a teacher.
Well, this guy explained that his background is in education.
It's not like Guidry said the same thing.
Well,
you know what though?
Well, I'm not gonna go back and forth and argue about that.
I ain't gonna go back. Let's say this. I feel
like I want to give this guy a chance. We needed a change. He seems like a college guy. He seems vested in football, like they all are. But I just want to give this guy. Guidry had to go. All the sexy names. What if they fail? So I looked at this guy's background. I'm willing to give him a chance. I hope he brings back DVD. I hope he brings Wholesome. But my main guy to bring back is DVD. And I'll give y'all the floor.
Well, the reason why I say it's good. For one, I told you he's been coaching in, better competition in the Big Ten, opposed to Marshall, and getting fooled by, Marshall played that one good game against Notre Dame. Notre Dame always do that one game a year to a lower ranked team. So that could have been like Oasis. But what I did notice, I watched a couple of people break down the defensive coordinator of Minnesota. Okay. And both of them showed several times in their video breakdown, look at the players. They're not confused. Watch what happened with Penn State. He broke down the Penn State. Penn State barely squeaked out of that. And they were moving, doing their little motion candy. They weren't confused. The linebackers was right on key. The secondary, I know who my man is. So apparently, however he's teaching, not that goofy mess. See, I think Guidry was just laughing and kicking with the player too much and not teaching them. It wasn't, the system wasn't, you know what I mean? So they were confused. I don't know what to do. What you do. Yeah, and the boy looked like they knew what to do, and that's to me is monumental.
Let me say this real quick, man. When Guidry said that sometimes he just throws stuff against the wall and hope it stick, and then they just go with it. I was like, come on, man, you gotta be kidding.
Boy, I remember that. But now you say that in the vacuum now, that's bad.
I was like, you gotta be kidding, man.
That's bad.
Hey, that's what keeping it real goes wrong, right? That you can't keep it.
You can't keep it that real. And to me, that's like, are you really game planning? Are you really? Is it really film study involved? You know what I'm saying? Or your scheme is your scheme. You're not adapting nothing. And if it's adapting, it's just throwing plays at it. It's not looking at tendencies or any of that stuff. And that really bothered me when he said
that. That's right on point. I'm glad you did.
So here's what I want to ask you, Studio. Who you said some guys broke it down. Who were the guys that broke it down?
One of the videos, OG boys, the OG Orange Bowl boys.
Okay.
You know them, right? He do the little quarterback and the little waffles.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
And Rock boys. I look at them because they from Rochester. I got people from Rochester, New York. Rock boys. They seem like they Miami fan, but they do a bunch of teams. It was another one I can't remember.
Well, listen to that point right there, right? And again, I'm coming here on this, and I'm glad you guys are doing. I'm actually glad the phone line not working, so we can't have kind of a panel discussion because I haven't had the opportunity to go through this. Like I said, I've been moving, making things happen. So if anybody want to jump on the panel, you're more than welcome. It's in the chat. I'll put it up once again. But to your point, you made a great observation, right? That when they show the film, the players don't look confused on motion and formation, right? And I always say this: if y'all watch my WREs, you watch the good, bad, and uglies, all that stuff. To a defense, motion and formation are kryptonite to a defense. I've been saying that since the beginning. And to the studio, to what you're saying, if one of those guys who analyze the defensive coordinator and he shows that the people are not confused, that's step one, right? That's step one in all defense, right? And I used to have a saying, right? So when our players broke the huddle, you know, they'd be like, whatever, Tigers on, Tigers ready, break, whatever the thing is. We used to say, put them in the casket. And the casket was an acronym, and it stood for C was for communication, right? This is like the keys to success, right? And it was kind of way every play to remind them. And C was communication. That's the very first thing you got to do when you go, start off a brand new play, communicate. Second, alignment. You have to be aligned correctly. All of these things are going to help you defeat this play prior to the snap. Everything helps you defeat this play. Next was what? Start and stance. Be in the correct stance. If you're a DB, be correctly in your stance. If you're a D lineman, make sure you're in your correct stance, right? If you know you're stunting, make sure you got your feet right. Next were your keys. While you in your stance, what are your keys? Is this guy 4 inches? Is he 4 yards from the tackle? Is he 2 yards from the sideline? Is he +1 of the hash? The formation, these are all keys. Look at the depth of the running back, the quarterback. Everybody had their own keys, right? And then the next was effort. Get to the football, get to the football, get to the football. And then last was tackling and turnovers. We got to tackle and we got to create turnovers. That basically was an acronym and kind of like a checklist, for lack of better terms, prior to every snap. Put them in the casket. And it stood for communication, alignment, start, stance, keys, effort, tackling, and turnovers. And if you went down that checklist and you did everything, you should be the play should not work 90% of the time, if that kind of makes sense.
All right, coach. So we're gonna keep it real now. We're just gonna keep it,
No, we're always gonna keep it real. So
this is the thing.
Hold on, I'm always keep it real. I'm just saying that to what studio said.
No, I know.
A valid point.
So
okay,
this is the thing, coach. Let's nothing. There's only one thing that changed last year from this year's defense, and that's what the players. Right?
Correct.
You don't have Corey Flagg in there. That was the brain of the defense. You don't have Cam. You don't have James. You don't have LT, Harrison Hunt, Couch, so on and so forth. I don't really think it was the defense because it's like it's the same thing. It's just the talent's not there. Now you're going from Corey Flagg. Yes, he doesn't have the abilities, the strength, the speed, so on and so forth, but he was a brain. You move that from him to number one, right? Mm-hmm. He's a football player. He's not a brain of the defense. You know what I'm saying? So you could see the communication problems because you don't have a Corey Flagg telling people where to be, where to stand, where to go, where to gap, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
A field general. Yeah.
A field general. Yeah. So it's just, to me, it's like, I just refuse to see it's both sides. On offense, the offense gets so much better 1 year from the other year, and the defense gets so much worse from 1 year to the other. If you see on offense, we had TVD last year, and then we have Cam. Then number one ranked offense in the nation.
Right.
If
Same
you don't have the talent,
yeah. So you want Guidry? You want to keep Guidry, or do you want to move on, or is that not your guy?
I want to improve the talent.
And I get that. Like that's what I tell my boys when they give me a hard time. I'm from Virginia. I live in Virginia. I live right outside of DC. But I've been a Canes fan since the '80s, and I'm 51. So my boys give me a hard time, but I tell them, man, like we just had a third round pick in a all rookie guy.
Yeah.
Go to the league. James Williams switched to linebacker and made a team. Leonard Taylor didn't barely play, but he gets major minutes for the Jets. We have lost a lot of guys, but that was bad, man. That was bad. Bad, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was
but,
bad.
You know, the thing is, everybody's putting this blame on Gurju, and it's like, man, we need to blame the talent. We had no DB.
Man, I put it on Jason Taylor. I put it on the whole defensive coaching staff. Nobody escapes.
Example,
Nobody
we had
escapes.
number 19 out there. He looked like a little boy out there, you know, Make-A-Wish kid out there with them soda pads. You know what I'm saying? His pads didn't fit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what do you expect? There is no talent on this team. You got, you know.
So hold on, Q.
I disagree too.
See, and I was high on the safeties. I mean, I thought that we had good young safeties coming in. I'm sorry, Coach. Go ahead.
Oh, real quick, I want to give this dono some love. King David in the building, 689-199. So what's good, Coach Hayes? A villain in the building. Y'all shout out to him, man. Villain over there with Street Man, Footballville, and the villains. Appreciate you, King David. Here's what I'm gonna ask you though. Before I pose this question, I want to poll the panel. Studio. Do you believe that Mario Cristobal is a top-notch recruiter?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Tony. Studio,
I
do you believe?
I think he can bring the groceries. I think he can bring the groceries.
I got you. Studio, do you believe that?
Oh, top-notch.
I mean, that's what he's known for. And y'all put it in the chat as well.
Don't ask me that question. You know my answer.
I'm coming to you.
This is my first time on, so I want to.
I think he's on the borderline. I won't call him top notch. I think he's good.
Okay.
He done missed some top notch recruits. You feel me?
Okay. Cuban?
Nope.
All right. And hold up. And we got Anthony in the building. Y'all clap it up for Anthony in the building. Anthony, do you believe that Mario Cristobal is a top-notch recruiter?
He's great, but he's not a top-notch.
Well, what's beyond great?
No, top notch is a Nick Saban, a Kirby Smart, who's constantly getting top guys. Mario is getting the mid to high level 4-star guys and high level 3 stars.
Okay,
but he's not getting the 5-star.
Yeah, but was it? Isn't the Scott kid a 5-star? Wasn't what's the defensive end from Chicago?
This the way that I put it. Manny Diaz was able to get the top player from the state of Florida. Mario has not gotten the top player from the state of Florida.
Who did Mario?
You cannot do that.
Wait a minute. Who was the who did
Leonard Taylor
Manny get?
Leonard Taylor, James Williams.
Hold on, he went and got Ruben Bain. I mean, Ruben Bain got shot.
Coach, I said number one. Coach, I said the number one player. I said the number one player from the state of Florida. I was told when Mario came here that was never going to happen. The number one player was never going to leave Miami.
Yeah, but Leonard Taylor and James Williams and Cam Kitchen, they was always going to come to Miami. It didn't matter who the coach was.
No, Leonard Taylor was
coming.
Leonard Taylor was going to Florida, and James was going to Georgia.
Okay, hold up. Let me get back to my question. I'm going to let y'all argue that. So now my question is, my second part is, so do you believe it's a talent issue, Studio?
No, man. And then hold on, Q McCain, you must have had some type of phase shift or something, new reality, because we done went through the rosters from years ago. We've proclaimed that we've had the talent, but the coaches failed us.
It's
so
the
now
coaches.
Now you're refusing to blame the coaches.
It's the coaches, man.
Hold on, but hear me out.
Coach, that's what I wanted to ask.
The reason why, because this coach is known for talent. He's not known for scheme. He's not a scheme coach. If he was a scheme, if he was a Mark Richt, I would agree with you. He's a talent coach. And we lack talent. And I'm going to tell you the following positions that we lack talent in. Wide receiver, defensive tackle, defensive end, cornerback, linebacker, safety, strong safety.
The whole
And
team.
that's everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
I disagree. I disagree with that. I think
high
that
school only and quarterback.
yeah. See, but I think the guys. I think it to give Guidry a pass or somewhat of a pass. The Brown kid getting hurt was big. That was big. The corner, that was huge because at least he competed for the ball. 50-50 balls, he competed. That was huge. But I think it's the coaching. I think it's always been the coaching. And I think it's crazy for Manny Diaz didn't even recruit South Florida. He assumed he didn't visit the kids. He assumed that they was all gonna come anyway. That's why so many kids got out.
Coach, could I ask you something from a coaching perspective?
Hold on, real quick. Anthony, go ahead, and I'm gonna kind of get to my point. But go ahead, Anthony.
What I was gonna ask you from a coaching perspective, our fan base blames the talent on the field for the reason why we look slow. Can it be a mixture of both the coaching putting the players in the wrong position to look slow and the players?
All right, so I'm glad you said that because that's really where I wanted to go. Here's my analysis. Coaches are only as good as their players. That's from Nick Saban, Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick,
Bill Cowher,
whoever. I don't care what you name a coach, Don Shula, name a coach. I've never seen a guy win the ultimate goal, which is the Natty or the Super Bowl with no talent, right? Now, that doesn't mean a coach can't enhance talent, okay? I want to make sure I'm clear. But there has to be some semblance of talent on the field, right? I could take Nick Saban to Coral Reef tomorrow, and they won't win the state championship this year. He'll have to bring some players in. And it's proven. It was proven. Everybody talk about Alabama, the 7-5. He had players, but they were young. They had to grow into it, and they did it relatively quickly because I believe they had NIL before NIL was NIL, if y'all know where I'm going with that. But that's neither here nor there.
The bag man.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, and the reason I know players are the end-all, be-all, because every great coach you talk to, they always talk about players from Nick Saban, from Kirby Smart, from whoever, right? And I say that to say last year, Lance Guidry was the golden child. Shannon Dawson was in the mud. When I say last year, not this season, but the previous season. That's what I mean. Then you come to this year and the roles reversed. What reversed? The players. The coaches didn't change. What coach left last year, that the previous year, and then we had this year? Were there any changes on the coaching staff?
No.
DBs. He brought in Chavis Jackson.
Because that's right, I left. Okay. So
and was it the Nichols too? The linebackers.
Right. So, but from a philosophical standpoint, your coordinators remain the same. Shannon Dawson this year, people talking about him leaving to get a job. He's the same dude from last year, but what was the difference? The guy driving the car. When you look at Lance Guidry, what was the difference? And I've always brought this up about Corey Flagg. He may not be the flashiest. He may not be he's not going to be on Sports Center for Player of the Week, but he got everybody together. And you've always heard that from players. He was the dude. He was the nucleus. He was the epicenter of that defense, right? Cam Kitchens was very smart. All of them had high FBI, right? Football IQ. Once that changes, now here's where I now blame Lance Guidry. You now have to get poor little Timmy to step up through your scheme, through your philosophy, even through your teaching. And that's where he failed, I believe, this year. You did not have the same players that you had last year, and you had to foresee that and say, the things I did yesterday, I can't do today because I don't have the same talent. And it's just what it is, right?
Coach, you have a kitchen, right?
I have a what?
You have a kitchen, right? Coach's kitchen, right?
I'm trying to get you to come to the kitchen. I want to cook for you.
You got a kitchen, right? And Coach, if you hire me to go get the food and I get you crappy ass food, and you serve bad food, whose fault is that?
if I serve bad food, ultimately it's my fault. So ultimately it goes on to Mario Cristobal. Yes. Okay. No, I get that. That's never been a dispute about who the ultimate. Bro,
but this is the thing. Yeah, everybody's blaming Gidry, but it's like you know, Mario did not give him the talent that he needed. He needed a brain. He needed more smart people on his team than athletes. Than they run a 4-4, 4-2, whatever. It's obvious that Gidry needed smart players on.
Hey, well, do we blame it on the collective?
That's why I differ
blame
with
it on
you.
the collective.
Hold on, Cuban. That's why I differ with you, Cuban. I am never going to say a player is too dumb to play this game. You want to know why? Because that player was highly recruited by a lot of people. If you go look at all of those players, from Jaden Harris to whoever, and you look at their offer list and who was high on their chart, as a coach, teacher, educator, as y'all, all these names y'all like to use, whatever adjective you like to use for these coaches, like the guy right here just came in, his background is in education. Well, guess what? You don't get to choose who you educate.
That's what I say.
I know, but what I'm saying is, no, I'm not talking about you in particular, Tony. What I'm saying is, if a coach is another word for educator, teacher.
Yeah.
A teacher, think about what I'm about to say. A teacher typically doesn't get to pick his students. He teaches who comes through the door. But in this case, the teachers kind of get to pick their students. So if you say a player is too dumb to learn, then that's your fault for recruiting him. And I don't believe no player is too dumb to learn because they were all whatever they were at whatever high school they were at.
Coach, some players don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
But this is my thing about the new defensive coordinator too, is he was like, if we got to teach it a different way to different kids, then we'll do that. Whatever we got to do to get them to get it. That's what kind of stuck in my mind, like those things that he said. And like I said, I haven't studied them yet, but I will this week. But that's what caught me when he said that. Like I said, when Gidry started saying we just throw it on the wall to see what
he
sticks,
messed up with that one.
He lost me. And then for us to have so many, it's one thing to have one or two bad games. But, man, it was every week Cam was like Superman. He had no room to breathe. He had no room to breathe.
I like Gidry, but I think his coaching style, I think it's not a college coaching style. I think he's more of a pro coach. Like, I don't think he can handle I'm not saying he's not a great coach, but I think his coaching style would fit in the NFL better, where he would teach. He doesn't have to teach young kids how to play football and stuff like that. Do you guys, am I being harsh on him, or is that a fair assessment a little bit? His coaching style is more of an NFL coaching style.
Okay, let me ask you this. What was his defense like prior to coming to Miami at Marshall and ULM or wherever he was at?
I mean, I think he was solid. I mean, his first year he was solid.
But that's group of five. The talent is different at the Power 5 level. That's group of five.
But it's all relative. No, what I'm saying, we're talking about teaching.
He played against guys.
We're talking about teaching.
Yeah, we talking about teaching. He was solid. I felt like he was solid.
We can say that's group of five, though. But we can say that's group of five. But at the end of the day, it's still relative. It's not like he was group of five and he was playing D2 schools. If it's group of five and he's teaching it and they're getting it, wouldn't that make it seem like the group of five? If the group of five kids could get it, why couldn't the P5 kids get it?
No, and this is what I'm going to ask you next. We always say it takes a coach, a player, time to adjust to the speed of the game. Maybe it took Dawson a little bit to adjust to the speed of how defensive coordinators were adjusting to him, and Gidry caught up quickly, but then Gidry had a slump this year where he regressed a little bit in terms of how he was adjusting to the game and coordinators adjusting to him.
Bro, can
I tell you a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I think all coaches evolve and they coach and they learn. But wherever his next job is, and he's a defensive coordinator or whatever he's going to do next, he's going to take that same philosophy with him. He's not going to change. Do you think Blake Baker, when he went to LSU or wherever he went, you think he changed from what they did at Miami? No. I'm telling y'all, it comes to players. Coaches have a part. Don't get me wrong. It's not 100% player. Well, players are the difference makers, bro.
Coach, so Coach, do you think that
no,
we
boy.
had? Do you think we had serviceable talent to not be that bad on defense? What do you
Yes.
think, Coach?
Yeah. So here's my thing. I think we had enough talent on the field, and I know I'm really going to contradict myself in saying this. We had enough talent on the field in the ACC to do what we were supposed to do. Now, do I think that we were a national championship caliber team? No. Do I think that we was second, third round of the playoffs? No. But we definitely had enough talent to at least minimal be in the ACC championship game.
Man, please. The only team that I feel like can beat us in there now is Ohio State.
Yeah, I think we would. I think if we were sitting with SMU,
Gidry was terrible.
We would have beat them.
Gidry was terrible. I seen it last year when North Carolina ran up and down the field on us in that hurry up offense, and he throwing his clipboard like he didn't know what to do. I said he got out schemed out of his pants the previous year. I said, man, we got a problem with this Gidry. And he dropping his DN back in coverage every time. He ain't mixing it up enough. He running his stunts too much. He's not allowing his DNs to just go up the field and do. He trying to be cute, and too smart for his own good. That's the bottom line.
He out-schemed himself.
Man. And we weren't that good the previous year in defense. Go back and look at it.
Yeah, we were. We were. If we had
We
our
weren't ranked
defense
as high as
last
we
year,
were this year.
if we had our defense last year, it was
man,
this year's team, we would not have lost one game, and we'd have annihilated Penn State. If we was SMU, we'd have annihilated Penn State. Would have annihilated them.
Studio ain't like James Williams, right? But last year's defense was a good defense. But back to this talent thing, right? Everybody, Coach Hayes, you had a show in the summer, right?
Okay.
Before the season, everybody was, people were saying, we got a lot of talent, a lot of depth, so on and so forth. One player went down, it just started to look kind of bad, right? I know people don't want to do this. They don't want to say, oh, Mario is a great recruiter, but he could be a good recruiter, but he doesn't know what he's looking at. I kind of view Mario like Larry Coker. He's going to go to 247, look at the top guys and say, give me that, give me that, give me that, and then it looks good, right?
Okay.
But it's like, are you really recruiting to your scheme, right? And that's something that I asked Studio. I don't know the answer to this question, Coach. What scheme do you run on offense and defense?
Spread on offense, and
We're
guess what
running an
gets you
air
going
raid
on defense.
a pro
And that's
air
what
raid
gets you
scheme.
going on defense.
Glad that you know.
No, that's why we run a spread air raid on offense, and that's why Gidry is gone, because he doesn't know if he's a 4-3, 3-4, 3-3, 5, 3-3. He doesn't know what he is. He didn't know what he was. We used all of those defenses. That's why those kids were stuck in mud, because they were thinking too much.
So the reason why I asked that question is because what are we recruiting to? Are we recruiting to a spread? Are we recruiting to a 3-4, 4-3? What are we recruiting our players to? Are we just, hey, we're gonna get this guy and fit him in, and because if you think about it, right? I think Shad went through it, right? And Mario was talking about recruiting to a standard, right?
Okay.
We've been recruiting defensive ends that are 6'4", 190 some pounds, right?
Stop, dog. Stop it.
Cyrus Moss, Lightfoot, Pickett.
Lightfoot is 225.
Right.
Yeah, Lightfoot will put the weight
but,
on.
I
So
mean,
the kid from Alabama, the white kid, he's already big. He should have played. 44, he should have played more. Why didn't he
Hayden
play?
Lowe is 6'5", 235.
Cuban, you just be talking, dog. You talking about 190. Now I get the Cyrus Moss thing, right? I get it. That was year one.
Coach, why didn't they play 44?
I don't know, bro. I don't
know. You know how it is, Coach. When like who was it? I forgot who it was. Once they graduated, they were like 6'5", 800 pounds. Then when we went to the NFL, it's like you only weigh like 2 pounds or something like that. You know how college teams lie on the weights, and then when if you look at Damari Hill, right? whatever. They say that man's 150 pounds. I'm like, man, come on, man. That man's like about 190 pounds, something like that. The way that man was getting pushed around on that damn field, I refuse to believe the numbers that they're providing me at the University of Miami or any school. You know what I'm saying? But forget that part. We still are not recruiting. I don't know. I mean, I heard spread. I heard. I think Mario wants to run a power game football, right? He wants to run it in between the tackles, and he wants a Michigan style.
Go off play action.
Right. Yeah. If you look, he doesn't want a spread. He really wants a physical type of football team, and we're recruiting Ray's. Who was the other kid? The one that just left that went to SMU. Chris Johnson, right? It's like you're recruiting speed, but you don't want to use speed, right?
Yeah, but Chris Johnson couldn't get on the field. He can't get on the field.
Why did you recruit him?
Because you got to get the best of the best. Because you try to get the best of the best. You
can't give him one or
fill
two.
Up the room. You fill up the room, but Martinez, Fletcher, Lau, come on, he got caught in a numbers game. So you can, and that's to your point. That's a talented guy that got shelved. So Mario can recruit?
It's just he's not recruiting the right running backs.
He's not using it.
What do you mean? Look what we got at running back.
Explain why he didn't run AJ Allen more.
Because he's got caught in the mix. Would you play AJ Allen or would you play Martinez and Fletcher?
I would have been playing Allen a lot more.
Okay.
I remember. Matter of fact. I ain't gonna bring that back.
Listen, you know what's funny? It's funny. I love sometimes.
Coach, think about that, though. Coach, think about that.
J Love, where you been, boy? Black Butterfly. How y'all doing? No, but sometimes I like sitting in the passenger seat, just enjoying the view. You get to see the mountain. When you drive, you got to focus on the road.
To the recruiting part, do you guys think we're recruiting the wrong receivers? Do you think Mario wants to recruit
I don't think
big body
playing.
receivers?
I don't think they playing the guys. They're not giving the guys a chance. I feel like they're not giving young guys a chance. That's the one thing I say about Mario is he's not really
focused on the veterans.
Yeah, the young guys you can count on your hand. The cornerback, yeah, he got a chance. He did, and he made the best of it. But we got a slew of defensive linemen that should have got playing time. They should have played. Those guys should have played. I think Trader should have got more time. But look at our receiving room last year. How could you get them out there? Now, how could you get those guys out there when you got the people?
But you can get guys out. Here's what I tell people: you can get guys out. Like for example, bro, you can scheme ways to get people in. And like I said, I think here's another thing too. I believe Trader has some injury. Because Coach Cristobal keeps a lot of things close to the vest, we don't always get the true injury report, like how hurt somebody is or isn't, because he does keep that real tight to the vest. But I guess how I look at it is, and maybe I'm just looking at it different. If I'm going to go in this season, and you want to go, and I'm just kind of change path a little bit. If I want to go in this season, and I go pick up a Carson Beck, are you constantly going to chase that revolving door? Or if I want to make a bold statement, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Just being honest. I know y'all going to believe this. If I'm going to go with Luke Nickel, if I don't think Emery's the guy, which apparently I think everybody can say that this coaching staff doesn't believe Emery is the person. Is that fair? Is that cool to say? Everybody think that's
Coach. And I know where you're going with this too. And
what I was about to say,
100%.
Coach, before you go into your soliloquy, right? Do you think at any big school, a true freshman or a first-time starting quarterback would ever play at a particular school?
Okay, well, let me get there. Yeah, they actually did it with Trevor Lawrence.
They do it all the time.
He didn't start per se, but they knew he was the guy. They did it. They did it at Florida. But however, let me go here. First of all, we got to get out our head that we're this big elite team right now. We got to stop thinking back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. We got to stop thinking that, bro. Bro, we're on the level. I know I might get beat across the head, but I'm a Kane fan. And like you said, we're going to keep it. Who are we, dog? We're no different than Pitt and anybody else. Let's call it what it is. We're no different than Virginia Tech. We're not.
It's sad too. It's
sad to say, but we're different. We're no different than those programs. If you go look at those programs year in and year out, we're in the same boat. 7, 8, 9 wins, 5 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins. We're in the same boat. We're not elite in the ACC. Hell, we ain't never been to the game. I mean, we went to the game one time. In 20 years? Come on, dog. And we still thinking about what we were? Like, we got to stop thinking like that. So here's what I was do. I got a 10-year contract. I'm going to year 4. Man, I'm finna ride with Luke Nickel. And I got a young JoJo. I got a Ray Ray. I got a Chance Robinson. I got a bunch of young cats. And guess what? We're going to take this ass whooping this year. And we're going to build and build and build.
That's what Cuban wants. He wants Tim Mario to declare a full rebuild. But I disagree.
He said
this 4 wins next year, just like the trajectory. 2 wins a year. And I'm sticking with it. 12-0 again.
But the problem is you're not getting 2 wins. See, that's okay. Here's the difference.
4 wins every year.
No, but here's the difference in that formula, though. H2O. Hold on. H2O is water. H2O2 is peroxide. All right. You add one more. Hear me out.
Good. I wash my mouth with that H2O2.
I know. But you better not be just drinking it. That one molecule changes everything. Here's the difference, though. Mm-hmm. The difference in that formula of what we're talking about is this transfer portal stuff. And 2 wins, I get where you're coming from, Studio. However, you can do that when you have things in place that are waiting. You can't say 2 wins, okay, Cam Ward. But then guess what? The dude that's behind Cam Ward, you just recruited over him again and brought in Carson Beck. Like the dude that's in waiting is not even you don't even.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Cole. But
now, hear me out. If you had Cam, for example, if I'm Emory Williams and y'all brought Cam Ward, I'm going into year 2. I get it. I'm not tripping. I understand. But now I'm going into year 3. Now, mind you, y'all benched TVD to put me in. Right? Everybody was high. Oh my God, if Emory don't break his arm, we could have beat Florida State. Right? Okay. Well, he was only a freshman. He's going to get better. Okay. But guess what happens? We kind of sit him down for Cam Ward. Okay. I get that. Now we go get Carson Beck. And if anybody in the sound of my voice or watch this later think that there's going to be a quarterback competition between Carson Beck and Emory Williams, y'all out y'all ever loving mind.
Hey, Coach. Carson Beck is there to bridge it for Luke Nickel and for the Coleman kid and for the Coleman kid. He's there to bridge it, man. Emory is not the guy.
Hold on. Let me
not the guy.
Oh, so let me finish my point. Y'all got it. So if I'm Emory, I'm out. I'm just calling it what it is. Why would I stay there? I know I would go to a G5. I would go to a G. I know it's deuces. That's fine. I know that's what everybody want anyway. And the coaches
ain't that I want them, but
listen, the studio, the coaches got the same sentiment because guess what? You don't believe in me, and that's okay. So if you don't believe in me, I would take my bag and ball and go home and go find another institution, and that's okay.
That's okay. I feel like that Emory should do that. I feel like he should do that.
If we win 11 or 12 games next year, you really going to think that Mario's going to say, I'm going to take a step back and let Luke Nickel start 2026 with a new starting offensive lineman?
Yeah, because if he don't, he lose credibility. So he got to.
He's been losing credibility.
It's got to be.
He's in the win game. He's in the win. He's not trying to be good.
Guess what, though?
He's trying to win. He's going to go after the next Carson Beck.
Guess what, though? If he win 11 games next year doing that, If that's how it's got to be, as long as he keeps doing that 10-11 win.
But
That's
everybody
the
need to chill with.
Listen, though, hold on.
Everybody need to chill with Cronny. Luke Nichols going to be the next one. We don't know because if we have
I mean, we don't know. We don't know if it's going to rain tomorrow.
But Coach,
everybody
look at the
hold on, but Tony,
you know what I'm saying? That's a bad.
Everybody and their mama, I don't care who y'all are. We did the same thing to Jake Garcia. Oh my God, Jake Garcia, Georgia State champion. He came here from Georgia. I mean, from California. Moved here to all that good stuff. And as soon as he got here, guess what?
Yeah, because don't we do that? But don't we do that with everybody though?
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to tell people.
Yeah,
slow down.
Potential means you have not done it yet. There you go, Cuban. Hit the brakes, guys. Why are we giving all of this? Like, it's like the first girl you meet in the club. I'm ready to marry her.
Travis Hunter.
Uh-oh. I ain't saying
it. They did that to all the SMU players, too. They ran them out. But
that's my point. We put these kids, we put so much on these players that have not done it yet. Yeah. And then when they don't do it, we ready to hang them from a tree. Like, bro.
Hey, Coach, Emory, after what Emory looked like, man. No, he's not it. He's not it.
No, but I'm not saying he is it. I'm not saying he is.
Nickel might not be it. The Coleman kid may not be it.
Let's ride. If we gonna go, if y'all believe one more
jump 2 feet in.
Because here's the deal. Think about if Emory Williams leaves, ain't nobody but Carson Beck, Judd Anderson, and Luke Nickel. That's it.
Luke Nickel. Yup. I was thinking the same thing that we should just ride with Luke Nickel until we got Carson Beck. And then I'm like, I'm cool with that. I was ready to just go with Luke. And then when we got Carson Beck, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem. I'm like you said when you started, I'm not jumping through hoops and like, yes, we got him. I'm like, the room is stabilized. Thank goodness. The room is stabilized.
But how stable is it? We got a dude that just got out of surgery.
He'll be fine. It's not Tommy John. He'll be fine.
We don't know, man.
Yeah, they say he'll be ready for spring.
It's not Tommy John surgery.
He'll be ready for spring. He'll be ready for spring. They might sit him out, but he'll be ready.
He just got to learn the playbook.
Not that bad. But go ahead. This is what I want to point out. And I told Cuban this. I said, Mario building the Saban blueprint here at Miami. The only reason why it ain't quite the same, Saban had to deal with this portal like we got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a new era. At least Mario is dealing with the issues. For one, he did the center thing, right? He stopped. He keep having to go the same thing with the quarterback he's doing with the center, right? He got caught. You know, you can't help certain players leave. You might recruit all your almightiness. And then all of them say, hey, man, we out of here, coach.
They should have paid Corey.
So it's a little different element here. You know what I'm saying? But at least he's addressing the issue. He got the number one center. Another stopgap with the TCU guy. So we had the number one center come in. Okay, yeah, he gambled with Cam Ward. He was enlightening. He was amazing. Let's be honest. Emory and Jacory really couldn't throw. They really both couldn't throw. Or else he would have did something at UCF.
Could Luke throw?
Okay. Who?
Could Luke throw?
Luke Nickel?
Yeah.
Well, he high school. He did win. He did.
I think we should have kept Jacory.
I
think we should have fixed
Jake Garcia.
Jake Garcia just wanted that. Yeah, coach just
exactly.
Yeah,
so that's always going to be an element in recruiting. Is we don't know if it's going to be hit or miss. Unless they're Jeremiah Smith. But other than that, it's a hit or miss, you know what I mean? But that's a stopgap. He's like, all right, Carson Beck. In his 2023 year, he had just as much yards as Cam, almost 4,000. Lit it up. This year, he struggled because he lost both his tight ends. His receivers probably had the most drops in the SEC. You feel me?
Again, players, right? So those numbers look great because you got these players at this top level. Then when those players change, your numbers change. So numbers can be deceiving. I'm not saying that. I'm not discrediting his numbers. But if people want to put a lot of basis on numbers can be misleading, right? Numbers can be deceiving. Numbers could be, I could throw the ball 5 yards and I got a dude that's taking it 80. I just got 80 yards passing, right? I'm not making a great grandioso throw where I'm throwing people open through 2 windows and stuff. No, I mean, and we're talking about a guy that came from a talented program, a talented team.
Yeah,
right?
Georgia had talent. He didn't play well. He didn't play like he played in 2023. He didn't.
So
But it's
what
better than
changed?
Emory, coach. It's better than Emory, coach. It's better than Emory.
No, hit my point. I'm not trying to keep Emory. I don't know. I don't think people.
Yeah, I think he should go. I think he should move along too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if we felt that Emory wasn't the person, and I don't know, dog.
Mario messed up. He messed up.
Think so.
Why was last year when we got Cam in the spring, they put Emory ahead of Corey? That to me pushed Corey on out the door. I think if Mario would have been like, all right, Corey, you are back up. We're gonna bring Cam. Just learn with Cam. Is your show next year. I think he would have stayed. But by him putting Emory ahead of him, having him at the 4th string.
Yeah, I think that's Dawson. I think that's Dawson's doing. But like, coach, this is I'm just gonna listen after I say this.
Okay.
I think everything really starts for me about this whole past season. We won 10 games. Disappointment, right? If our defense would have played better, maybe Emory would have got some reps and we could have saw what he was early. But because we was dog fighting and shooting it out every game, 30 to Duke. You know what I'm saying? Every game, 30 to Cal, 40 to Louisville.
Which?
40 to Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? If we wasn't in all these shootouts, maybe we could have saw what we had at Emory. Maybe we could have saw that. But when he went in that game, knowing that he was going to play and he had to prepare to play in that game because at some point he was going to play, and what he did, and Dawson is to blame too, because Dawson didn't let him throw it across the yard. He ran it, throw it on 3rd down. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just letting the boy throw the ball.
Yeah.
So here's my problem. So here's my only problem with and I know people are like, oh, could you make an excuse for Emory? I don't believe if everybody and their mom knew that the game plan was for Emory to play the second half, cool. I felt like you didn't give Emory the chance to fail or succeed.
Yeah, they ain't throw the ball across the yard.
No, until the last 41 seconds, 50 seconds in the game, at the very end, you didn't, bro. That goes to show you that you don't trust us. That goes to show that we're going to let you play the second half. Just don't lose the game. Let's throw these screens. Let's play. Our defense can play enough because we up. We playing real. We putting up points, and we just hopefully we'll pop one. I just if I'm him,
let him throw it across the yard, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm him,
I'm out of there. If I'm him too,
this is the most orchestrated season I've seen in my life, though. I ain't gonna even lie. The bowl game, the Syracuse game, the Georgia Tech game. Come on, Guidry. He had 1 arm and 3 plays. You couldn't stop that.
Come on.
Yeah, literally had no threat of throwing the ball at all. They start running back, goes down.
30 against Virginia Tech too.
3 plays. And you can't stop that. Man, get the hell out of here. That fake ass shit.
Bro, the dude threw the ball 5 times. He was 5 for 5.
Come on, bro. And you don't want to blame Guidry? Even though I know it's more than that, but either Guidry's an idiot or they intentionally lost. Which one is easiest to believe?
Student, this is my thing. There's a reason why we went in the portal and got so many people.
Man, I would have had everybody in the box and said, beat us deep, Georgia Tech. Let me see your 1 arm beat us, Georgia Tech.
There's been a lot of misses with this coaching staff. That's why we live in the portal. Florida. I saw somebody said Florida State took in 56. We've taken 54 in these past 3 years. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's
look at the numbers of everybody else.
I mean, other than Clemson, outside of Clemson, everybody doing it. Everybody doing it.
You can look at them. Not like that. If you're
I don't think
taking
Ohio.
15,
I don't think this year we're taking. How many? I think we're taking 10 or 12 this year in the portal.
I don't know. If you're taking 15 in a year, you got problems. You need to take
And
between five through 8. You can't be taking 15. That's them. That if you're taking 15, that's a recruiting class.
Yeah, but
It
this
means
is
you
the thing
missed.
too, though. No, it's not. I don't believe it means you miss. It means that you have your team want to follow Rhett Lashley to SMU. That's what
No,
that means.
those are Manny players. You know, everybody wanted those
Rhett
Manny
Lashley
players
was there
gone.
too, though. Rhett Lashley was the defensive coordinator.
Rhett
I mean, was the
Lashley's
offense. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was the offensive coordinator, right? We had a bunch of kids. We had a bunch of kids from that class, from Manny Diaz's class, transfer to SMU and all over the place. So you got to supplement your roster somehow. It can't be with 40 high school kids.
We're
You
in
got to
year
get
4. We're still
25
taking
high schools and then some transfer portal kids to get to 85 or to get to 80.
This ain't Colorado. All them players in
Dude, after Mario's first year, he got rid of everybody.
Some players in the portal. Prime said, "I'll call my Louis back." Mario didn't do that. The best
Prime chooses to do that. Mario wants to have a balanced roster, so sometimes you got to go in the portal. Think about all the Manny Diaz guys that exited, so we had to bring in portal guys.
That's
Then now this is his third recruiting class. He's got 12 portal guys. In his 4th class, he's got 12 portal guys. That's not a lot of portal guys.
Hold on.
That's not a lot of portal guys. The last 2 years, he's had a lot.
Hey, can I tell you something? I just looked through the first drive of Emory. He threw one screen pass that whole drive with number 1. That was the whole first drive coming out the half.
I know, it was disgusting.
Yeah, they should have let him throw it all over the yard.
After going 12 or 13, almost 200 yards in the touchdown in that little game, I guess it was Ball State he played in. And now y'all can't trust him to throw the ball a couple of times.
If I was Emory, I'd have been changing plays and everything. I'd have been changing them plays. But was he prepared?
How was he not?
Right. I've been there all year, chilling.
Hey, when he had to throw it across the yard, when he had to throw it to win it, he looked like a statue.
But that's not fair though. Like I haven't thrown the ball since Ball State.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. They should have let him throw it over the yard. They should have. Because my thing was, forget if Cam Restrepo ain't playing, you don't got Horton. I want to win the game too, but I also want to let Emory throw it all over the yard. And if we lose with him in the blade.
And he had Arroyo. He should have been like, Arroyo, boy, I'm finna feed you, boy. This your last NFL showdown.
I'd have been like, man, me and JoJo been throwing the whole summer, the whole year.
Like war. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'd have been changing the play.
Robotic.
Bro, here it is. His second pass was gonna be down the field. It got batted down by the D line. That ain't Emory Williams' fault, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? 19 was open.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Hold on. His second pass, his third pass, he throw it, the dude is open. The receiver on the ground, he fall down. Remember 19 when they run the corner route and he on the ground?
He hit the kid and he should have had a touchdown pass. If that boy catches the ball, are we even having this conversation?
I'm just saying.
If the kid catches the ball.
I'm just saying that Emory Williams to me was low-hanging fruit. Easy to pick on, easy to say he sucked. And in the third quarter, he threw 4 passes. One was a screen, one was batted down, and the receiver fell down. Fourth quarter right now. He threw 3 passes. His first pass was a screen, completed. His second pass, the O-line batted it down. And the third pass, the receiver ran the corner route, and the receiver fell down when he threw the ball.
You're right.
We in the fourth quarter now. We in the fourth quarter. They ain't thrown the ball yet.
I don't understand why they didn't throw it. I mean, but that's a Dawson thing.
They were trying to lose.
That's a Dawson thing.
They were trying to lose.
That was a Dawson thing.
No, they scored. They've scored both drives he's been in. They scored.
Field goals,
We
right?
just didn't stop him.
But we got field goals, right?
No, I'm looking at it. He scored.
Touchdowns?
I think that last one we got a field goal. Yeah, he scored on his first drive. Yeah, then we kicked the field goal to make it 41.
So a field touchdown, right? Not a
Well,
long
we got
drive, short field.
No, his first drive out, they drove it down there and scored a touchdown.
Okay, so it
We
wasn't
were
a short
running
field.
it though. We were running it.
We was running the ball, but I'm saying they
Yeah.
scored. His second drive, they got down and ended up having to kick the field goal.
Kick the field goal.
And the reason they kicked the field goal because I'm looking at it right.
Dropped the ball. The kid dropped the ball.
No, it's first and 10. Mark Fletcher get to the inch line. It's 2nd and 1. You give it to Mark Fletcher, he get the first. 1st and goal. You give it to Jordan Lyle, he gets to the 2.5 yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2.5. He goes to throw the ball, hit him right in the hands. Yeah, 83 right in the hand. Yeah, hits 83 right in the hands. He drops it.
Yeah,
All
we having this conversation if the kid catches the ball.
3rd and goal. We give it to Jordan Lyle on 2.5 yard line. He gets no gain, and now it's 4th down. So Emory Williams throws a ball, hits a dude in the hand. The receiver falls down. He gets batted at the line, and he throws a screen. He trash. I'm just waiting for the trash play. I just want to say what did he do in this game that made him trash?
Hey, Coach, my response to that, man, is I agree with everything you're saying. I think they should have let the boy throw the ball.
Look, excuse me, real quick. He throws his next screen. The DN bats it down because nobody blocks him. 23. That's not Emory's fault. My job is to throw the ball here.
Yeah, ain't nobody chop him.
Come on. Okay, so his next hand the ball off. Guess what? Throw another screen. He threw a little dump past the line, which was a screen. Come on, dog. 3rd and 5. We throw a screen 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so we got to get 9 yards to get a first. And it's 3rd and 5.
All right.
Yeah. Shit, if I'm Emory, my shit would have been pat. I'm just waiting for the coach to be like, committed. I'll be like, gone. Go where you appreciate it and not tolerate it.
Yeah. I just think the room better. We might have overpaid for the boy, but the room is better.
How much they paid for Carson Beck?
I think they say, I don't believe that. I mean, they saying like everything will be $4 million, but he probably get an Adidas deal and a Bose deal, and he probably get all of that stuff that equals it out to $4 million. It's gonna be like the same Cam type of thing, where he don't just get collective money, he gets sponsorships. So
maybe you can get one of them copper elbow braces with Jerry Rice and Brett Favre.
Hey, that'll be money in the bank for him. Yeah, but the room better, man. If anything to make the room better, I still think some of these young kids need to play.
Chris Guns, what's up, baby?
But
Pilo, I seen Pilo in the building. Man, listen, like I say, I'm all for it. I get it. I'm not fanned out. I'm gonna call it like I see it. 298 people in the building. Appreciate it if y'all just joined us. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button, man. Thank y'all so much. Oh, Daniel Thomas for the $2. No development in the Kosi, Jacurri, Emory. That's coaching. Yeah, but you also talking about over 3 different coaching staffs too. So what's the common denominator then? You talking about N'Kosi Perry? That wasn't Mario. Jacurri? Was N'Kosi Perry one here with Manny? Was it? No.
Yeah,
no, Manny didn't play him. Manny didn't play him. He played
TBD.
He played Williams. No, he didn't. He played Williams.
Hold on, wait. Manny brought him in.
Manny played Williams. No, Mark Rick brought him in. Mark Rick started him.
Mark Rick brought him in.
Yeah, but then Manny Diaz played the Williams kid in front of him.
Right, but I'm saying Mark Rick brought N'Kosi Perry in, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay. Jacurri Brown is
the Williams kid.
No, I'm looking at the comment.
Manny brought Garcia, Brown, and TVD.
Well, let me correct that because Manny recruited Jacurri Brown, but
recruited.
No. I just want to make sure we're clear. Yeah. But Mario Cristobal, when he got him, like kept make sure he
stayed in the class. Yeah,
he stayed in the class. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Emory was a Shannon Dawson guy, right? Remember, nobody heard of Emory Williams.
Yeah.
Oh God, we found him out of Milton, Florida. Oh my God. Right?
Yeah.
That's development, that you could find a guy and see what he can do. I'm telling you, that's how people talk. You give too much credit too fast, and then when the kid doesn't meet the expectations that's set, we're ready to kick him in the behind, bro. He was a kid from Milton, Florida. He wasn't highly recruited. They went and found him, and now he trash. Like maybe I'm confused when it comes to recruiting, because everybody's like, oh, well, the recruiting class. Well, hell, Emory wasn't highly recruited, was he?
He was a 3-star.
He was the 31st best quarterback in the class, 95th best player in the state of Florida. And y'all had expectations for him?
I thought he would get better, but he didn't get a chance. Thank you. He didn't get a chance.
That's the part that gets me about the recruiting process and the fans. And it's not just Miami fans, all fans. This kid is a 3-star, because everybody put weight on stars. 3-star, the 95th best player in the state of Florida, the 31st best player, 31st best quarterback. I'm just asking.
You got a point. I mean, to me, last year,
my point. Everybody dogging Judd Anderson. Well, guess what? Judd Anderson was the 53rd best quarterback and the 116th best player in the state of Florida, Georgia. What's the difference?
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten a chance.
No, but I'm saying, what's the difference? Emory was 31st best quarterback, 95th best player in the state of Florida. Judd Anderson is the 53rd best quarterback and 116th best player in the state of Georgia.
Judd got sent to JV his junior year.
I know, but
on paper.
No, here's what I'm saying, though, Cuban. They're not that far off. So why is the expectation so high for Emory?
They're not that far off.
You know why? Because we made it that way. Oh my God, Shannon Dawson found Emory Williams in the bushes of Florida.
No, Coach, you know what it is, Coach. Anybody that Mario recruits is elite. You know what it is.
Those are developmental kids. Those are
He
developmental
recruited
kids.
Judd Anderson too.
Yeah, those two kids are developmental kids. They're not elite kids. They're not elite 11 kids or top 20.
Well, Emory wasn't elite 11. Emory wasn't elite 11 kids.
Yeah, but he got eliminated. He got out. He went out quick.
No, he did not. He was
okay. Well, I'm wrong then.
I don't know about all that, but what I do know,
I don't know about all that either.
Here's what I do. I don't know about elite 11, but here's what I do know
about all that either.
Here's what I do know. Our whole room ain't nothing but what? Think about this. Our whole quarterback room is 3-star quarterback. So what y'all expect?
Yeah. And Luke Nicholas the 4. So that's why I'm not mad about this move. I wish that they would have let that boy. I wish the circumstances of the whole season would have gave him an opportunity to show what he could do. But we kept playing in close games, and then in the bowl game when they should have been like, let it rip, Emory. They just handed the ball off and threw screens. And we're like, what in the world are you doing, Shannon Dawson? Let the boy Cam ain't in there. Let him play.
Listen,
let him play like Cam was playing.
Yeah, straight up. Shout out to Juan Emmanuel. What's up, brother? Coach Hayes, Emory is not QB1 material. Luke Nickel, on the other hand, is a prospect. I agree. I'm simply using this whole recruiting thing. If everybody's talk about these stars and everybody's so hell-bent on these stars, his star rating and his ranking proves that he's not QB1 material. Doesn't say that he can't be, he can't, like Cam Ward technically wasn't quarterback 1 material, but he turned into something. So, okay, I get it. But it's like calling the backup quarterback trash, dog. Like that's what he is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just ready for the season to start. I hate the fact that it's over. We got to go through all this foolishness another 110
Coach,
days.
you know I'm gonna ask you, Coach.
What's up? Talk to me, brother.
Can we get a prediction for next year, Coach?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. My prediction right now, based on Carson Beck, what I see, my way two early prediction is 8-4.
Woo. So we're doing a reverse Coach Hayes. We taking two games away, huh?
Yeah, bro. I call it like it. I call it. No, it's just my way. I mean, if anybody want to hold me to this, please feel free, dog. Bookmark this, clip it, whatever. I mean, bro, it is literally January 12th, 2025. So if anybody want to hold me to this,
you know how it is, Coach. It's the offseason. You're gonna get these questions asked every five.
No, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem saying it, but I'm just calling it how I see it. I'm just calling it how I see it. I'm saying, 8-4. I don't think that's bad.
Yes. So you're gonna pay his quarterback $4 million and you're gonna win 8 games.
That's back to why I was saying I would rather go with my Luke nickel and see if I could turn him into a dime. Huh?
Okay.
We start off with Boston. So wait a minute. We start off with what? Boston College?
No, Notre Dame. We start off with Notre Dame, game 1.
What am I looking at? Oh, my bad. I'm looking at basketball. My bad. I don't know why in the world. Come on, basketball ain't even in my algorithm. Get that crap out of here, man.
You got Notre Dame game 1, right out the box.
All right, so Notre Dame game 1. I just heard something about Marcus Freeman going to the league, or the Bears want to interview him.
That means Al Golden's going to be the head coach of Notre Dame then.
Holy smokes. All right, here we go. Notre Dame, Bethune-Cookman, USF, Florida Gators. Those are already set. Those games already got dates. The rest of them are TBA, so they'll move them around. But I'll just take this order as if it is the order. I know those games may change around, but just take it at face value. Florida, Florida State, Louisville, North Carolina State, Stanford, Syracuse, Pitt, SMU, Virginia Tech. Bro, we still don't play at North Carolina. We still don't play at Clemson. Come on, dog. Tony, much love, brother. Anytime, brother. Appreciate you, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on here too much longer.
Playoffs next year, bro.
Huh?
We make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, we better.
Exactly.
Yeah, Coach Hayes
8-4 ain't gonna get it.
So what you got? Studio?
12-0. I think we should have did it this year, but the powers to be ain't want Miami to do that this year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mario was a good little boy.
Okay. Cuban, what you say? What's your
talk to me? I need to see the spring game.
No. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. You asked me, I'm asking you. I'm not holding you to it.
I'm gonna do the Coach Hayes standard. You know, you and Shaq got on my case last year, right? So I'm saying,
yeah, but you're taking that out of context, bro. You're taking that out of context.
I'm using the Coach Hayes standard, so we're gonna win 11 games next year because I'm using my Coach Hayes standards. 11 games. That you guys said that was a standard, right? So, not all joking aside, Coach. Seriously, if that is the whole thing that you and Shaq said last year, we need to start a standard at University of Miami. Why the hell are we going to go from winning 10 games paying a quarterback $1 million to going backwards 8 games paying the quarterback $4 million? You got all your players in -1 in Ryan Rodriguez, so they still, you know, the Mario fanboys still going to say we still got a Manny player in the building, right? So 81 of your players are in your system. Why the hell we're going back in year 4? We should be going forward. This is the University of Miami. This is not Minnesota. We need to go forward.
But that's the problem right there. Can I say something to you, Cuban? I think I hear the standard. I understand what you're saying. But we are right now, we're not that different. We haven't won anything. Even now, we haven't won anything of substance. Think about this. Cam Ward, all these people, all the money we spent, all of the we building facilities. We got ramps and we got indoor facilities. We got chefs and we got all this stuff. And the only thing we have for the season to take for it is a state championship t-shirt. Think about this. That's all we got. It's like, you know how somebody said I went on vacation, all I got was this ugly t-shirt? I went to the 2024 season and all I got was this state championship t-shirt. Shout out to Fred, one of the members in the building, sent me this shirt, me and 12. State champs. That's not even a real thing in college football. State champs.
So,
like that's all. Hold on. What? That's the only thing that we can put in the trophy case that's not even a real trophy.
So, Coach, I got a question because Studio got us going 12-0, right? So, when do you expect us to get to the playoff championship type of level? Like, what year are you expecting Mario to be like? This is.
I don't know. I can't speak for him because could I say what year? I thought this was the year. You saw me.
It was the year, Coach. We just got gypped out. Remember '99 when we beat Florida State and we both had one loss and they gypped us out of the championship and let Florida State go to the championship? Same thing. We got gypped out of the playoffs. We should have been in the playoffs. Next year we're gonna win it.
No, not this year. Not gonna allow it. I'm not gonna allow you to say it was our fault that we are not in there. There was no bad calls, right? I get
you. I get you. But still, I still feel like
we did it. We was up 21-0. We gave up the draws. We let a man with one arm and a broken toenail beat us with 5 completed passes. It is no reason. This ain't Ohio State where there was some phantom flag. This ain't the Florida State where they took us out of it. We lost those games. You blew it.
Okay.
I
can't deny that.
Yeah, it's our fault. It's only our fault. You know what's hilarious? Shout out to Chris Gons if he's still watching. He was watching the I'm gonna see if I can play a clip of this. He said he was watching the YouTube takeover. The YouTube takeover. Right, and it was myself, Alex Dono.
Everybody came through. I remember that.
Everybody, but at the very beginning, we were talking about this, and we were talking about the season. I think I'm gonna play this for y'all, if y'all don't mind, just a little snippet. I want y'all to see exactly what we were saying. Let me see if I can share this screen right quick. I guess I can't copyright. Can't copyright myself. Hold up. I'm looking for it. Can y'all hear that?
Nope.
Okay, good. Hold on. I'm sorry. Set up a little different here, so I'm not accustomed to this. I'm trying to. All right. Here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. All right, here we go. Let me share this right quick. Let me add this to the stage. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Drink it and I really believe in Mario, like real. So I'm like,
okay. All right.
So that was like kind of where this one came.
You got a cup of Kool-Aid, my man?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't know if I've had 17 cups of Kool-Aid like your buddy did, Nate, but I've got at least 1 cup of Kool-Aid because listen, understanding that this team finally is starting to look like they've got some more of those SEC body types when it comes to depth, line of scrimmage, linebackers. I'm really bullish on Cam Ward. You know, I'm expecting him to have a great year at Miami. Like, he's looked really good in practices. His teammates seem to have really taken to Ward, and they believe in him. And he's got a lot of talent to throw the football to. So it's like, honestly, this is one of those years where if Miami's not going to have a really good season, it's, you know, they only have themselves to blame for it, because Coach Hayes, they got the pieces in place, they got the talent. If they underperform, that's on them. Like, this team should be able to make noise this year.
Holy smokes! Huh?
It made noise.
Nah, yeah, we made noise.
We just
This crap out of here.
just you know.
Nah, I don't know.
So Coach, I got two questions.
No, you don't.
So
I'm listening.
if you cannot give us a year that, you know, we're expected to get to the playoffs and win national championship, whatever, right?
Playoffs?
What was the purpose of firing Manny and hiring Mario?
Okay. All right. Cuban Kane, you about to get the best out of me. Like Anita Baker, I'm about to give you the best that I got. I hear that. You can say the same thing for why you're going to fire Lance Guidry and this dude Beck. What's his name? Heatherman.
Yeah.
If Coach Hetherman, I say Beck. I'm thinking about Carson Beck and this dude at the same time. If Coach Heatherman comes out and poops the bed, well, you can't never connect the dots going forward. You can only connect them going backwards. I tell people that all the time. Mario had a better cachet coming in. Well, I think we all can agree to that than Manny Diaz. Is that fair?
Yep.
So that's why so to answer your question, why did you fire Manny? Is because Mario had that. It's not working out like people assumed it was going to work out right now, unfortunately. Right? I mean, The fact that we're calling a 10-win season a failure, I'm one of those people because of I knowing what we had and knowing what we were playing against, knowing what we were facing. Bro, we should at least been in the conference championship, bro. At least minimum. At least minimum. Right? So you asked me why, and you just answered why. Because going forward, we can never connect the dots going forward. We only assume. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. No one knows, right? What's going to happen. This guy may come in, Heatherman. How do you say his dang on name? Heatherman? He may come in and give up 10 points a game and be the savior. But then we had guys with a ton of experience like Kevin Steele, and it doesn't work out. We go 5-7. You got the Broyles Award winner in Josh Gaddis. We go 5-7. We got Shannon Dawson. We go 7-5 the first year. Next year, we win 10 games. This game is so unpredictable. And that's why.
Okay, part two to the question.
All right.
What has improved since then? Since Manny from now, what has improved?
I will say this. I don't think we still look different in games. Even though we may have lost games, we didn't look like quitters. We didn't look like we gave up.
When do we ever look like quitters on the
Oh man, Middle Tennessee State, we look terrible, bro.
Yeah, but we ain't never quit under Manny.
Who?
When we only probably quit one game. UNC.
No boy lost to FIU. No boy lost to La Tech. Stop it.
I can tell you what's different.
Can I tell you this
too? Blocking scheme. When Manny was here, it seemed like the offensive line didn't know who to block. Our wide receiver catching ability. He was dropping every other pass.
No, that was Mark Rick. That was Wiggins and Pope.
Gotcha, H.
They still wasn't too that much better.
Bro, they had two dudes that broke records in Miami. What are you talking about? Rambo and Harley. What are you talking about?
Golly. See, y'all kill me with that. Charleston Rambo had 79 catches with 6 touchdowns. That's why he didn't get drafted.
He broke records, though. I
no, yeah. Bro.
He broke records at Miami. I mean,
man, he threw it up.
Bro, just because I could dribble a ball 1,000 times in a row don't mean I'm Michael Jordan.
That wasn't precision pass. I don't think he was soft. That was just throwing the ball up.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem. Even with those records, again, put context with them. And I said this about Charleston Rambo. I felt like he wasn't going to get drafted because even though he caught that many passes, he didn't produce that many points. Right? And people who draft you will pay you a lot of money. You know how many people can catch a football? But ain't that many can score with it. So a lot of people can catch footballs. Charles Rambo didn't score. Think about it. He broke a record at Miami and didn't get drafted. That's crazy.
Okay, but so you still haven't answered the question. What hasn't?
Oh my God!
I tell you, I will say this. I will say this. I think the perception is different. I have to say that. Now, do I feel that Mario is losing that? I think it's slipping out of his grasp. And I said this before. What happens when they turn on the native son? Right? What happens when the fan base turns on the native son? Right? The new car smell is going to wear off. The grind, the work hard, the do anything like you do everything. Eventually, that should just become stuff you put on the wall in the locker room. Right? Do you know every team has sayings and mantras? Even Vanderbilt had that stuff and it was on whatever.
Roll the boat with Minnesota.
Shout out to Minnesota with Roll the Boat. Everybody has something. So again, we talk about coaching cliches. That stuff sounds good. It gets you fired up. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to put action to those words. So how you do anything is how you do everything. You notice we don't hear that too much anymore, do you? That used to be that was like the saying of the year. Do you even hear him say that anymore?
Nope.
No. Everybody has an acronym for something, right? WIN stands for, I don't know, whatever. Toughness. Everybody has some word or whatever for the year. Set the standard. Be the example.
You know, you still haven't answered my question, Coach.
I don't know. That's my. In essence, what is better is that yes, we've won 10 games. I know this is some real crappy stuff, but just let me run with it for a minute. Yeah, we won 10 games. We brought some players in that may have been. And again, it's not the Manny's fault because the transfer portal wasn't like it is now. We brought in like the Cam, we brought in the Damian Martinez, we brought in those guys. So the feeling is a lot different. But can I tell you this? Hey, Shad, go to bed, man. Leave me alone, man. I got natural linen on the wall, man. Natural linen. But you have a great question, and I'm trying to be a politician, and I'm not a politician, but I'm trying not to like paint myself in a corner because I really want to say not a damn thing done changed. But I'm trying to find a way out of this, man. You don't hear it anymore because the culture has changed. Okay.
What's culture, man?
Oh my God, bro. The culture has changed.
What's culture, Coach? You're a coach. What's culture, man? What's culture?
Culture is how you do anything is how you do everything. That's culture.
One culture that I know, Coach, and that's winning. Everything else is BS.
So the culture is okay. I'll give you an example of culture. Culture is back to when we talked about standards, right? There's a standard of expectations. what you expect from your players. You expect them to be there on time. If I tell you A is going to happen, then A needs to happen, not B. If you come late to a meeting, and I've sat in front of my team and said, if you're late to a meeting, then X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And when one of the top players come to the meeting and A, B, and C happens, that's when you start killing the culture. Culture is really a whole bunch of standards and expectations that you have, and part of that is keeping people accountable for it. That's really what the culture is, right? The standard. That's it, to sum it up in very small words. That's really what it is. And that happens over time when you mold people and where your players start policing themselves and coaches start doing this and everybody's on the same page. That's the culture. Now, I know Manny Diaz took a lot of flack, but that was his culture. Because I'll tell you this, I've seen teams win in every aspect. There's no real true formula. I've seen teams that they play around. The coaches are the quote unquote the players' coach. Then you got some butthead coach, like the stickler coaches, the authoritarian type coaches that ain't having it. I've seen teams that run this particular offense and this particular defense. And then I've seen teams that run the total opposite and they've won it. So it's what fits. Now, when you start talking about maybe what Manny Diaz, was it the standard of what we're accustomed to in Miami? Maybe not. But remember, we're a lot of old heads too, dog. We talking about from 2020. There's not a player on this team right now that was born the last time we won the national championship that I know of.
On the tight end.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, the tight end. He probably was the ball boy at that game. So they don't even know what the culture was. They didn't grow up watching that.
I'm just trying to put myths to sleep this offseason. That's my job this year, just to put out these myths. Like
which is what? What's myth number one? What's myth number one?
This whole culture thing. Like there is no damn culture. There's only one culture, winning culture. If we had a great culture, why the hell we fight on the sidelines? You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Shout out to Street. We were talking about that, and I said Street, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Really Flawed, what's up? Matter of fact, Really Flawed, remind me to bring this up tomorrow. Street said they was fighting on the side. You know what I told Street what it was? Do you know what happened?
No,
you know why they were fighting?
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know.
Studio, you got any idea?
No, I think I remember
I heard it was
listening to them like for an interview or whatever, but he didn't really say why.
You said what, Cuban?
It was over some seat or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I told him that. I said, no, they was fighting over a seat. I guarantee they was fighting over a seat. He was like, nah. I said, yeah, bro. You know how many sideline fights I done broke up because of a young dude is sitting on the bench and the dude just came out the field and he like, hey, man, let me get that seat, Jit. And because that shorty not playing, he like, man, F you, dog. And there you go, bam. Right?
Right.
Because you have not set that standard on your team that if you're behind not playing, your behind doesn't get in a chair. Right? If you just coming off the field, any dude that's coming off the field has a right to the seat. But see, you have to set those rules in place. And I told Street that, and then he called me back. He was like, man, I heard it was over a seat. I said, I told you. That's usually what it's about. Nobody fighting because what? They're fighting because you tried me, my ego get involved, your ego get involved. I'm coming off the field, I need to sit down. But the older dude that came off, he didn't say it with like nice or respect. Hey, bro, can I have that seat, please? He probably, hey, man, let me get that seat, Jit. And then the shorty got pride. So he like, who you talking to? And that, boom, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the other two myths I'm putting out.
The culture is set. Huh?
The other myth I'm putting out is we compete. There is a competition in this program. There is no competition.
That's not. I agree with that. There's no competition.
Yeah.
Ain't the best man win.
Ain't no best man win. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, the best player. No, because TVD was not the best. He didn't compete for his job. Cam didn't compete for his job. No, I know they were great. Beck ain't gonna compete for his job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's bullshit. Like, stop that bullshit.
Yeah, those days are over, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the times have changed. Like, I think Studio brought up Allen. Why Allen ain't playing? It's a numbers game. That's a numbers game. Could Allen have helped us? Sure. Every time Allen got in, it seemed to make big plays. But what is it? I'm not going. Would you take? Let me ask you this: you already paid Damian Martinez, so he ain't coming out. Mark Fletcher going to be the future after Damian Martinez leave, and Jordan Lyle is going to be the future for at least the next 2 years. So who you going to play AJ Allen over?
But isn't that a problem though?
No, I agree. But because you have the transfer portal, see, these coaches got to play it different now. It ain't like you stuck here for 4 years, and the standard and the culture is not to sit for 2 years. The standard is just like it is in high school. Bro, do you know how many kids in high school think they should be on varsity in the 9th grade? It ain't no different. Why? Because they was the best that they Pop won them. It's trickling up.
Yeah,
y'all remember? Right. Hold on, but Cuban, you remember when you went to play JV? You went to go play JV.
Who said I played JV?
Oh, okay.
I played varsity since I was in 8th grade, son.
See, and right there, that's the problem. That's the problem. You are the problem, Cuban. You are the problem. But you are the problem. So when you go to college, you're expecting to play as a freshman.
That's true.
And so you, my man, are the problem. Case closed. And that's the problem right there, is that nobody has ever had to wait their turn and compete, because since Pop Warner, Cuban was the best.
So hold on, Coach. Why you recruited me then?
What do you mean? Why I recruited you? Because you can play.
But you know my history. You know that I've been playing.
But that's everybody though, Cuban. But that's everybody, Cuban, because it trickles up.
But I don't fit the culture. Coach, I don't fit your culture. If you know that
that's
I'm the
everybody's
player, why are you recruiting me?
Sir, everybody's like that. It's the same thing happened at Alabama. Same thing happened at Ohio State. Same thing happened everywhere. They get a freshman kid that want to come in. Go ask the kid from Ohio State that left to go to Colorado. What's his name? The running back, Dylan Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything it all trickles up in this sense. Pop Warner, he won a star since he was Little League and Pop Warner. Guess what? The kid ain't going to any high school unless he gonna be the starting running back at that high school. It may be his home high school, right? But if I ain't gonna be the starting running back, then I'm gonna go find another high school where I can be the starting running back in 9th grade, right? And then what happens? Now he been started. Now he wanted, well, what's my playing time, coach? These kids don't even say for the next 4 to 5 years. They say for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to. They don't even say 4 to 5 anymore. They say 3 to 4.
I understand you, Coach, but we keep talking about this whole culture stuff.
Bro, that's fans though, dog. That's like trying to mop the ocean, bro. You'll never get all the water up. You'll never stop every fan from saying fan stuff.
But if you know, Coach, but if you know that I'm going to come in and mess up your locker room, why are you recruiting me?
Who knows?
No, I could be. I'm the most talented dude in the world. Great, yes, but if I'm coming in there, you know who I am. Why the hell are you recruiting me? You know I'm going to mess up the culture.
You want to know why? Because y'all to be the same fan base that say, "Man, how we let Jeremiah Smith go to Ohio State?" And I'm just using this as a hypothetical. I know it's not true. But what if Jeremiah Smith is not a culture fit? Maybe uber talented. But to your point, he ain't a culture fit. But the same fan base would be like, we let Jeremiah Smith go to Ohio State.
But F the fans.
I know, but but we can't. That's what I'm telling you. You can't make everybody happy. So if we let Jeremiah, and again, this is all just an example because I know he's the top player, but let's just say
Leonard Taylor.
But here's my thing. There's a fine line between immaturity, cancerous activity, and just an a-hole, right? There's a fine line. Immaturity is what that is. That's your job as a coach. These are 17, 18-year-old young kids that's coming into a new situation, new scenario, new environment. Your job is to help transition them from whatever they were accustomed, like whatever they were from high school. I don't know everybody's situation, but that's your job when you vet these players and get them in. Is there some immaturity? Sure there is. Every kid ain't coming in like they made out of machine, right? It's just what it is.
Okay.
It's what it is.
Coach, we're at 12 o'clock now. I can kind of cuss now. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, right? So why the hell are you trying to marry a damn hoe?
Because she can clean. You might be somebody that know how to clean, right? I'm just saying she could clean. So guess what? She might know how to clean. I don't know how to take this example, but I'm just rolling with it since you said it. She has a skill set that is beneficial to you.
But you know she's gonna divorce your ass. You know she's not a good woman for you. She ain't gonna be. She ain't gonna brush the kid's teeth. You know what I'm saying? You know she's not gonna be.
That's
like
your problem. But stop right there. That's your problem. You're asking her to do something she's not good at. And nobody asks. You find another one. Hold on. You find another one that's gonna take care of the kids. This one know how to clean. You go get another one that know how to take care of the kid. You go get another one that knows how to cook. You go get another one that knows how to.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But Cuban, you act like these coaches know the future. They can read mind. They don't know what these players are gonna be. They don't know these players don't fit.
Coach Hayes Coach Hayes told me, Cuban, you were one of them kids, right? That in 8th grade you were, you played varsity and you expect this. If Coach already knows that, these coaches should know this, or else, like I said, or are we recruiting based off 247 and robbers and not really looking at these players? Are we really talking to these high school coaches saying, hey, how is Coach Hayes? Is he a good player?
That's what's up, player? But Cuban, probably 90%, if not higher, of Power 5 or Power 4 kids have now been playing since their freshman year. Let's call a spade a spade. So that means that based on what you're saying, on your logic, you won't recruit anybody. Because that's become the norm now. These top players, 90, if not higher, I'm just pulling that number out of the air, but 90% of the kids that's going Division I don't play JV. They don't. Except Judd Anderson, you said, made the JV his junior year. That's terrible.
Hey, bump that dude down. JV his junior
year. But I'm just saying. So, based on your logic, you don't need to recruit any high school kids. Just go to the portal then.
That's what a lot of schools are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the head coach. I'm not getting paid $8 million to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta figure that shit out, man. You gotta figure it out.
No, there's no right or wrong answer, man. There's no right or wrong answer.
And there are two other myths I'm putting out. This whole transfer thing. We have not lost any good players to the transfer portal.
Huh?
Name good players we lost to the portal.
I don't know. Tell me, bro. I've been in here.
Georgia thinks so.
Who?
Georgia thinks so.
All right.
They took Jaden Harris.
5 players. We have not lost 5 good players to the portal.
Think about that though. Like AJ Allen, he went from Nebraska to Miami to FIU. Is that a downgrade? But then Jaden Harris, everybody was crapping on him, but Georgia like, hey man, we'll take you. We compete with Natties over here. Come over here. Something's not adding up with that picture, bro.
Yeah, but
I look at it.
Everybody keeps saying that we lose players to we're losing players to the portal. We're not really losing players to the portal, man.
Isaiah Horton. That was the first player I gave credit for us really developing, and he admitted he had developed them.
All right, one player. Name me more. I need more players that we lost.
I did not know Riley Williams left and went to Oregon.
Yeah, yeah, that was another hurt.
What did he do over here?
No.
We won't use our tight end, but I could tell he had some elite athleticism, catching that bit and moving.
Here's another great name. Here's another great name. Shamar Kirk is a young man. When he got here, man, I thought people was going to jump off the roof. Oh, my God, he's so fast. Bro, that dude might have played in 7 games this entire year. He in the transfer.
We didn't even get to see him.
He the one dropped the touchdown. Yep. He the one dropped the touchdown from Emory Williams in the end zone.
Yep. So that's myth number 2. Myth number 3, Mari's an elite recruiter. I'm putting all that shit to rest this offseason.
Frankie Tenalai. He left. Oh my
God. I had high expectations on him because I seen him block grown men in Australia.
No, you didn't. In Australia.
Robert Stafford. I was man. That kid went all the way to UCLA. Bro, Zion Nelson went from a first-round pick. Holy smokes, bro.
You got that mustache dude that messed
sitting out 3 years to SMU.
Bro, this is nuts.
So again, who have we lost to the portal? Because everybody's like, "Oh, the portal." We have
I just told you 3 players that's critical. Isaiah Horton.
All right, Isaiah Horton is the only player that we really lost to the
portal. Riley Williams.
He's not a good player we lost to the portal. We were not going to.
Man, please, that was the next Royal.
Yeah, it's the next Royal, my ass.
Yeah.
Y'all tough, man.
He about the nicest Royal, but he ain't strong and physical specimen. But he got some.
He's so nice. He went to Oregon State, a team that's playing.
No, because he tired of Miami not throwing the damn ball to their tight end. He like, man, let me go home, Oregon State, where I'm the main target, and I'm gonna get in the league with this.
He was a West Coast kid, wasn't he? He was a West.
Yeah, he's from there. That's why he went home.
Yeah, I had a chance to meet his dad. Yeah, he was a West Coast kid, so.
Royal shit. I'm glad Royal stayed. They barely used him. Man, if we would have used Royal like Beck used McConklin them, man.
Hold on. I just realized, is Jack Nickel, that must be his brother?
Yep, that's his brother. Homeboy system. That's a man, coach. Man.
He's still a Manning boy. And he mad that Mario took over. You're going to constantly hear him bring up this Manny comparison. And he won't let it go.
I mean, you paying him up.
We're 4 years away from Manny, bro.
You taking $8 million of my dollars, and you have not improved not a damn bit. Not even a record, man. Come on. I know you got money, studio, but shit, I don't got money like that. I'm not giving money out like that. I'm going to hold you to the standard. I'm paying you $8 million, and we can't even make the motherfucking ACC championship game. And y'all, for you.
No, we didn't even make the game, Cuban. We didn't even make the game.
Yeah, but that's okay with studio. You know what I'm saying? That's what these.
No, that's not okay. Like. There's nothing okay about that. Nothing.
It's perfectly fine with studio.
He know that ain't okay.
Yeah, listen, that's how you want it, studio.
No, I just know they following a little progression plan that. They were forced to lose one of them games. CBS said it. CBS said, unfortunately, Miami, this is a product. It's in play, and you're out. I said, damn, CBS, you don't want Miami as a product on your broadcast network? I couldn't not unhear that. They literally said they didn't want Miami as a product on their damn broadcast network. I had to do some research and went back and said, wait a minute. CBS mad at us for real. And then I got street jumping around here with Luke. Luke, one of the reasons why CBS mad with us. Him and his 2 Live crew when they banned their music and they ain't nothing but a bunch of thugs on the team.
Don't stop, pump that. Let me see you do the prep. I want to rock. Okay, my bad. Anyway, let me do this because I'm about to get up off here. Here's my last question. Let's get back to the defensive coordinator right quick. I told y'all, I don't know who he is. But what I do know, he was at Minnesota. And if he don't give my dog a job at the University of Miami, nothing positive coming out my mouth about him, even if he hold the opponents to 0 points a game, 12 games straight. That's all I'm going to say. So can I get in the chat, 237 people in it, can we get a hashtag wholesome to the U right now in the chat? Now, here's my question. Expectations for Mr. Heatherman. I had to check his name out phonetically. Studio, what's your expectations coming in? Forget all the talk. We get coach speak, cliche, I'm gonna hear all that. What do you expect from your knowledge of this young man, whatever you researched or haven't researched, or if you haven't done any research? What's your expectations of DC Heatherman in the building?
Shoot. I expect him to have our defense playing unconfused, understanding where they're going.
Okay.
He got a boatload of DBs to work with now. We got like 3 or 4 in the portal, 3 or 4 in the freshman class. Freshman phenom. Jadis Richards should be back from an injury. Damari Brown should be back. The only real, we ain't got no true Sean Taylor type safety, but we got a bunch of cornerbacks. What we were missing. I like our linebackers. Coming back, Popo, Pruitt, them boys, Wesley, them boys nice. So he ain't no excuse for him. He got 2 cornerstone tackles, and Justin Scott and Moulton. And we got a few DNs with Ruben Bain, Lightwood, what other dude name? Come on. He got the pieces.
Okay.
So my expectation is 12-0. Let's go.
All right, Cuban, talk to me.
Better be one better be better than Guidry. That's all I gotta say, man. If he's not better than Guidry, what are we doing?
But what would dictate that? Because we won 10 games. So what makes him better than Guidry? We won 10 games. So what, we have to win 11?
No, you just said defense, right?
I know. So you said better than Guidry. How do you quantify him being better than Guidry?
Defensive rankings, right? Defensive rankings. Not if you play Syracuse, don't have a 42-14 run, right? Something like that. You just got to stop somebody. Because you had somebody on your show. What's his dude's name? E. Brown. E. Brown got on my case talking about this is a top 12 defense. I said, E. Brown, don't go by them damn stats, man. Use your damn eyes. And E. Brown got on my case. And then E. Brown came the next game after Syracuse, like, Cuban, this is a bad defense. I was like, I know that, E. Brown.
No, coach. Well, is it Guidry that bad? Or how do you, as a coach, how do you allow Damari Brown, who haven't played a snap since the first quarter of the first game, be 101 on the island, back-to-back plays?
That's bad, bro. That's bad.
Like, come on, coach. That's not rocket science.
No, it's bad.
I mean, again, until the talent improves on defense.
No.
I don't give a damn if Dion was out there 101 on the island, back-to-back. Boy, you'd have trouble.
Now, here's what I'm going to say.
It's a 6'5" dude out there now. It ain't like it was just a little short dude. Come on. No,
here's what I'm going to say. Well, yes, the talent. But here's I do have to hold Coach Guidry responsible in this part. It's not like it was a game. It started from the VTech game. And we literally won games by the hair on our chinny chin. We were down to Duke at the half. Like, I was so scared that I had put in 4 years of work, but because I'm a man of my word, that I was about to have to like cancel my channel because I said if we lost to Duke, I was out. And I'm like, bro, I put it,
coach.
But I'm saying we didn't. But
Coach said
you lost to Duke, coach. You lost to Duke.
Coach
bro, 2020. And I'm saying to myself, with a team, think about what I'm laying on the line here. We got to I got to go through all the pieces. And I'm like, if we lose to Duke, that's almost like saying if we'd have lost to FAMU, no shout out to my HBCUs, all love, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Duke. You got a first year head coach in Manny, a first-time starter in Malik Murphy and them boy, and you gonna tell me and dog, at halftime, we was down, bro. We was down. I can say all that. Here's what I want to say about me is my standard for a new defensive coordinator. I brought this up. I'm gonna play this because I want to show it, and I'll let me speak for me if that makes sense. This is what I want out of DC. I'll say this. This is what I want to find in a coordinator. I want to find a great teacher, a great communicator, and a great motivator. Because let me tell you something. Everybody got the same defenses. Like, let's not get it misunderstood. It ain't like somebody running a super defense over here and nobody knows about it. Like, let's not get, you know what I mean? Defense is way different than offense, in my opinion.
Right.
You need to find a guy that's a great teacher, but a teacher not to just the players, but a great teacher to the coaches. You need to find a guy that's a great communicator with not just the players, but the coaches. And you need to find a guy that's a great motivator, not just to the players, but to the coaches.
Right.
That's, to me, those are the three attributes I'm looking for. Because a zone blitz is a zone blitz, dog. I can go on any defensive coordinator shelf across America, look in his playbook, and everybody gonna have America's blitz. They just call it something different. But the blitz pattern is still the same. Some people call it a car like Ferrari. Some people call it a state. Some people call it a food. But the blitz within itself is the same. Everybody runs cover 3. Everybody runs cover 2. Everybody runs man. What I'm trying to say is, how do you teach it? How do you communicate it? And how do you motivate it? That's what's important. Now, I'll just say all this before y'all say your last things before I get out of here. Now, that is what I don't know about the coach Heatherman. I don't know anything about him. I haven't had the opportunity to do the research, but those are the things I'm looking for because, like I said, Lance Guidry wasn't running stuff no different than anybody else. Now, when you make call, those things are different. Coaching the nuances of that is different. But you got to be able to teach and coach and get that. Here's my last piece. Will we see a difference during the Coach Mario Cristobal regime of coordinators having the opportunity to bring in their people? The defensive line coach is gone. The DB coach is gone. Chevis Jackson. Who else is gone at this point?
The D-line.
Lance Guidry's gone. Who else?
Salavea's gone.
Right, that's the D-line coach.
Yep.
Salavea's gone. Chevis Jackson is gone. Who else is gone?
I think that's it so far.
Okay, so that's 2 positions open, and the DC is gone. So that's 3 positions on the defensive side that is gone. So with him coming in, and he primarily coaches what, linebackers, I believe. So he'll probably be with Coach Nicholson. Did I say it right? Nicholson?
Yep.
Okay. Will he be allowed to bring my dog, the wholesome one Holloway, as the D-line coach? And will he be able to bring in a DB coach? Will he be able to bring in? Now, we already know one's going to be hired, but will they be his guys? Because back to what I said, not only that you have to be a great teacher, a great communicator, you also have to do that to the coaches. And where you got to get your hands tied is if I come in the spring right now and I got to coach the coaches, how to coach the players, how to coach my defense, I'm at a disadvantage. But if I could bring in a guy on the back end that understands my defense on the DB side and potentially a guy on the front end in the D line that can teach the box play, yeah, I'm ahead of the curve right now because I don't have to coach the D line coach. I don't have to coach the DB coach. And I can spend more time coaching the players than coaching the coaches. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. What's your last line? And I'm out of here.
Coach, why don't you tell people that how you lost to Duke in CB25?
I never lost to Duke. What are you talking about?
Oh, you got blown out. You're right. You got blown out.
What are you talking about?
When you played Cuban on college football 25, you got blown out by Duke, man. Why don't you tell the people about that one?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, because it was that bad. I got you. My bad. I ain't mean to do you like that.
I'm a little lost. I'm not understanding.
College football 25, the video game that you were playing a lot against Street.
Video game?
You invited Cuban one time and you got your ass blown out.
Man, you come straight out of a comic book, man. Do I look like I play video games, man? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's my last words.
Media noche, man. Studio, talk to me. Nah, you see, I'm a man still on business. I beat you in that game. But go ahead. Go ahead, Studio.
Oh, we got 9. Hey, man, listen. Y'all want Wholesome Holloway as coach. Y'all can't be mad at Mario and his buddy system. Okay,
I'm right.
We were mad. It was like no more coaches that's tied to the program or no Mario got his buddies, but Wholesome our buddy.
Let my dog ride.
All right, he better have them defensive linemen firing off the ball. we had Wholesome one head too.
We had his neck. Nah, yeah, for real. Sir. Real quick, man. I ain't did this in a while, Studio. You got any them soccer picks, man? You got one?
Yeah, I do got something. I got something.
You got a soccer. A lot of people don't know who you really are. A lot of people know who you are, Studio. Hey, this is Studio right here.
I got them locks.
Beijing Professional, Shandong Tyson, Shanghai Shenhua. Give y'all some locks tonight, boy.
Studio One Live, a.k.a. Soccer God.
Yes, sir. Clap it up for the dog, the soccer god in the building. I had to give you that, man. What's up with you, man? Give us one lock right now for all my people that's betting out there. Shang Chong Chai Chong against who?
The China League, they off right now. They don't start up until later on. But I got a strategy for y'all to do tonight, man. I got 14. I want y'all to pick all draws, straight bet them. They play like 2 and 3 times your money. Go to India League and Indonesia League. Kerala Blasters, Namdari, Lajong, and Makassar. I bet all them draw. You can put a 14 parlay if they all do it. They're $10 pay it $1,500.
Hold up, dog. The Kerala Blasters.
Kerala Blasters. Kerala. Kerala.
What's the ALA? What's the
Namdari and Lajong and PSM Makassar. Indonesia. Makassar.
Listen, man, we in the building. We appreciate y'all, man. We back. We rocking and rolling. It ain't pretty yet. We got blank walls, but we gonna make it happen, man. We got to get it going. But anyway, with all that being said, man, Cuban, appreciate you. I still got to get you in the kitchen. I've been waiting for you. I told you, I thought you was Chinese the way you duck sauce. I ain't know you was Cuban. You've been ducking me, boy. You've been ducking the sauce. So I thought I really did. I thought I was gonna call you Chang Chong Kane. instead of Cuban King. I thought you've been ducking me, but I'll get you on here one day. Studio man, you know what, man? Don't be a stranger, brother. You know
Hey,
we
Coach,
always.
hey, hold on though. One day we're gonna need your presence. Me and Cuban got a little thing. We got the I'm Right, You're Wrong podcast.
I've been watching y'all. I watch y'all. I be getting the
we
links.
haven't really kicked it off. We just kind of test running it, but I'm right, you're wrong.
So who's right? Who's wrong? Which one is named right? Which one named wrong?
Right.
Come on, man.
I'm
You know,
right.
Cuban always right, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's up to the guess. It's up to guess who's right, who's wrong. But it's gonna be politics, religion, sports, whatever.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Shout out to Shad in the building looking for that peanut butter skin and big racks. We out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love. Check us out, Hayes Street tomorrow. We're gonna get back on it. Coach got a lot going on, but we back in the building. We're gonna make it happen, man. All bless.
Appreciate
God
it,
bless. Good night. Anytime, man. Anytime, Philly. Y'all know y'all more than welcome, man. All right. So
let me hear that.
Hey, peace, love, and hair grease. Here go the worst part. I don't even have my hard drive. So you know I usually go out with my screen be black, like the little logo.
Hey man, Coach. Now last thing, Coach. You need to behave, man. Be good, Coach. Stop doing these crazy things, putting yourself in the hospital, Coach. We need you out here.
What you talking about?
When you going through your little thing there, man.
Behave, man. I was. Well, look here, Coach. I was living my best life.
we know you been lifting those 250-pounders out the clubs, man.
Hey, but if they ain't 250 or better, I ain't messing with them. If they ain't 250 or better, Coach ain't messing with them. I need them to come with a large fry. If you understand.
Hey man, you too old, man. You got back problems, Coach. You got to relax, man. You know what I'm saying? No back problems.
But I just went and got a brand new mattress. That thing say super duper firm. That thing like plywood, but keep your back straight. But I'm gonna mess with y'all. But listen, I don't have a thing. My logo over here on one of these hard drives somewhere. I got to plug it up and resync it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. That thing just gonna pop black at the end. So we out of here. Peace. Somebody help me find my doggone logo with the smoke. I can't find my logo. And where my cane juice at? God dang. Find my cane juice. Can't find my logo. Somebody help me, Lord. Go Canes.